Hello, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Apollo 13 from 1995. It's directed by Ron Howard and stars Tom Hanks and Ed Harris. Ron Howard has had quite the career, starting things as a child actor and moving on to being a big-time Hollywood producer and director. He's been responsible for some of the all-time greats, producing my favorite TV show of all time, Sports Night, along with producing and narrating the great comedy Arrested Development. He's also directed films like A Beautiful Mind, Backdraft, Cinderella Man, and the brilliant Frost Nixon, just to name a few. However, his towering achievement has got to be this film we're talking about today, Apollo 13. There is something special in this film, simply because even though this was the umpteenth time I've seen it, I was still hanging on every word and tearing up at every hardship, of which there are a lot. Watching this film is like running an emotional marathon, because by the time the end credits start rolling, I am spent. And like I said, this is the umpteenth time I've seen this film, and I am very familiar with the true story it is based on. Logically, I shouldn't be tearing up and holding my breath during some of the scenes because I am very well aware that all ends for the best, and yet this film still has me under its spell, and that can't all be credited to director Ron Howard. The weight of that was also burdened by the cast members like Kathleen Quinlan, Bill Paxton, rest in peace, Kevin Bacon, Gary Sinise, and of course Tom Hanks and Ed Harris. Everyone is putting in their best and it really shows. I also find it humorous that Ron Howard can take a scene of a guy pushing buttons and make it intense as fuck. That's like Spielberg levels of mastery right there, who was able to pull off the same thing a few years earlier in his film, Jurassic Park. I can say that I am very, very, very happy I didn't have to live through the actual incident that Apollo 13 is based on, because I don't think I could have taken the suspense and the very real, very high stakes of the situation. Hell, I can barely do it with a film, and like I've said before, I have seen it countless times. Oh, and a quick fuck you to Braveheart, and an obligatory fuck you to Mel Gibson for stealing the Best Picture Oscar that year from this movie, which I'm obviously going to give an A+ to. Was there ever any doubt of anything lower? Tomorrow I talk about the film Aqua Teen Forever Plantasm, which is the second in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force film series, but since they don't rely on each other, I figured I'd do them alphabetically. See y'all then.